Hey everyone, welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 6th, 2025, we're diving into GBPUSD, looking at both the recent news and the chart data to figure out what's next for this pair. Recent news suggests a mixed bag for the pound. We've seen headlines about sluggish UK growth, potentially putting downward pressure on the currency. However, there's also talk of sterling gaining against the dollar due to factors like risk aversion and gains against the Aussie. Let's take a look at the daily chart. We can see quite a bit of volatility over the past several months. There has been a clear downtrend for a while, however, the most recent two daily candles show a possible reversal coming. We're currently trading around 1.289, which is a key area to watch as it could act as resistance if the price continues upward. The last few months has seen the price hover between 1.22 and 1.34. The recent price action is occurring after a pretty steep drop after April 3, 2025. This makes sense because according to the news, the British pound is struggling against the dollar due to monetary policies between the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve. Economic indicators will drive fluctuations. On the other hand, economies.com is providing daily technical analysis and forecasts for the pound sterling to US dollar currency pair, so there are updates around the clock, which could be helpful. Now, let's switch to the hourly chart to get a closer look at this potential reversal. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we can see more detail. We can narrow in on the past few weeks. On March 17th, the price started near 1.293 and slowly crept upwards in small, consistent amounts, but started falling off the face of a cliff around April 3rd. A short-term bullish scenario would be a break above 1.294, with confirmation of sustained upward momentum. A short-term bearish scenario would be a further drop to 1.285 if it gets rejected at the current level, 1.289. Let's zoom in on the 15-minute chart to examine the most recent price action. Looking at the most recent candles, we can see that currently it's very choppy and unsure. We're hovering right around that 1.289 level on the daily chart, and it may very well go either way. I'd say it's more likely to continue downwards in the short term. A break below 1.287 is highly possible, but it would need strong reinforcement. A break above 1.294, on the other hand, would be very unlikely and would require exceptionally strong reinforcement. To recap, key levels to watch are 1.285, 1.289, and 1.294. A sustained break below 1.285, which is fairly possible, could signal further downside. Conversely, a break above 1.294, which is very unlikely, would indicate a potential bullish reversal. Keep an eye on economic data releases from both the UK and the US, as these can significantly impact GBPUSD. Also, keep an eye on any political news. Always manage your risk and trade responsibly. Thanks for watching. Explain the Charts.